Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a good one for you. As you can see from the title, we're gonna speaking about the 10 things that you've missed in Street Fighter 6 so far. But before we continue, be sure to smash the like button, sub to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications, because there's some good videos coming out and you're not gonna want to miss them. Let's get into the top 10 list. First, at number 10, everybody knows that Street Fighter 6 is going to have both classic and modern controls. But I want to talk a little bit more about modern controls. As we can see on the website, modern controls are going to have auto combos as well as one button specials, which to me is not terrible, as it allows people who are fans of fighting games but don't want to put hours and hours and hours into them just to have some fun with their friends, to still enjoy the game with their friends. Next up, we have number 9, and this one is that some characters are going to have install supers. As we've seen from the showcases so far, both Guile and Jamie have install supers, where Guile gets his V trigger from Street Fighter 5 and can shoot those mini sonic booms, and Jamie drinks straight to level 4 of his drink mechanic. So it's pretty cool. I'm interested to see what other install supers we get in the game. Recently at Evo, we have seen Yuri, and Yuri's kind of looks like an install super, but we can't tell that just yet. As you can see from the footage, it looks like she is either activating the install and then using the ability, but it could also just be a level 2 super where she bends over like that and then leaps forward at you. Just edited a bit weirdly. And moving on to number 8, we have the perfect parry system. Now personally, I think this is really cool, but I have seen some people online complaining about it, so I just wanted to go through it a little bit in one of these points. So firstly, perfect parry slow down the game once you actually land your perfect parry, and it has to be landed a specific window in, like, before the attack comes out and hits you. I'm not too sure what the window is, but it's quite like maybe 3 frames. Could be wrong there, but that's what I think it is. And yeah, it allows you to get quite a nice punish in maybe a situation where you wouldn't have been able to do that beforehand. For number 7, we have wall splat. Now wall splat is an incredibly awesome mechanic personally, as it leads to an extra juggle state and maybe more damage coming out of a combo, or maybe using it as a hard knockdown to set up your opponent to guess on their wake up. I don't know, but it adds extra layers to the gameplay, and it's really cool. We can also see in the recent Kimberly trailer that one of her air specials leads to a wall splat, which then allows her to land on the floor and finish the combo off. So I wonder if combos from the air also end in wall splat, or only specific characters can end combos in wall splat. Something we're gonna definitely have to wait and see. On to number 6. This one is pretty cool, and I'm sure some people out there are gonna hate it, but the stun mechanic has changed. In Street Fighter 5, you got hit or thrown and your stun gauge went up, where in Street Fighter 6 it's a little bit different, as once your impact gauge depletes, you become burned out. And if you are burned out and you get hit with an impact drive in the corner, you then become stunned. So if you're mid-screen, you have no stun potential to be worried about, unless you're in the threat of being pushed straight into the corner. The wall is going to be very scary in this game. And at number 5, quite a lot of people have actually missed this detail, and I've seen them complaining that they feel impact drive and impact rush are too strong. But if you can practice your reactions towards it, both of these moves get beat out by grab. So as soon as you see the paint animation for the rush or for the impact drive and they're close enough, you can grab them. Number 4. Okay, so as I spoke about with the stun, the impact gauge is such a unique mechanic, and I don't know if anything like this has existed in Street Fighter. I only started playing Street Fighter outside of like button mashing in the arcades in Street Fighter 5, so I just think that this mechanic is incredibly unique. It's both used for offense and defense, When it's finished, you get exhausted, your character moves slower, you can't parry, you can't use impact abilities. It's such a great mechanic that is going to force people to have meter management even more than we had to have in Street Fighter 5, which in Street Fighter 5 wasn't even that much. So I feel like in this game you can't just willy-nilly throw EX specials around, because you do a combo with 2 EX specials, you have 1 impact gauge bar left, you land on the floor, your opponent does wake up DP, now you're exhausted. Now you're in a shit situation just because you wanted to do a flashy combo and you're exhausted, your opponent has the advantage, you're slower. It's just like such a unique mechanic that has to tie into almost every single aspect of the game. Number 3, we have character specific mechanics. Now this is going to be really cool because with Guile we've seen the perfect sonic boom mechanic, where if you hit the sonic boom timing right, you can get a combo out of it. We've also seen Jamie's drink mechanic, which unlock extra normals and special abilities as his drink level rises. And now after the Evo reveal, we've also now seen that Kimberly will have a paint mechanic, which we don't know how it will work yet, but also another interesting thing that just shows the Street Fighter devs are giving every single character like their own personality and their own way to play the game. At number 2, I want to speak about the Battle Hub. I think this is going to be a very big update to the Street Fighter online system from Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6. If we just take what they've shown us as face value and think of this as the new online system, this shows a lot of new details and actually suggests that it could show live tournaments on the screen. You could be able to maybe play mini games on the arcade machines at the back, and even host lobbies on the main floor. Unless this is just an image that the developers have decided to use as a placeholder, we can kind of take that this is what the Battle Hub is going to look like. It would be pretty cool if instead of like a little online menu, it was more like a better Arc System lobby where you could get in. There are a bunch of arcade machines where you can play maybe some retro games. You can jump in to start some custom matches on the systems in front of you, and maybe to the right hand side you have like a tournament bracket where you host like a tournament on a lobby and everybody that's playing in the tournament is there, and like, I don't know, something along those lines. But just looking at what they've shown us, these are suggestions that we could see. Alright, so just before we get into this, my number 1 is going to be going over the leaked character list, and I understand that some people don't like talking about leaks, but this leak has been everywhere, even in articles on everybody's YouTube channel, so I feel comfortable talking about it as pretty much everyone has already seen it. Okay, so if we look at the leak here, all these character designs are amazing, and we know that this leak has pretty much been confirmed because it got Guile's new look right, the Ken leaks lined up with this, and now after Yuri and Kimberly being released, we can see that the designs both match up. Going through the returning characters first, we have Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Zangief, Dalsum, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, I never knew how to pronounce it, E Honda, Blanca, Guile, Cammy, DJ, Rashad, Yuri, Ed, Akuma, and Luke. Although Luke can be counted as a new character, but he was in Street Fighter 5, so we'll call him a returning character. And then going on to the new characters, we have Jamie over here, which is Yang and Young's cousin. We know that he has a drink mechanic which unlocks new moves as he drinks more. Next up, we have Kimberly, who is the most recently showcased new character shown off at EVO. Now, Kimberly is amazing. She's a ninja character with a brand new twist on her. She has smoke bombs that can make her disappear. She has a running special with multiple different outputs. She has bomb setups that can be thrown on the floor and activated either at will or after a set amount of time. I take it after a set amount of time. She has a good air command grab, good normals, and all in all just looks a very similar character to Guy. Next up, we have Marissa. Now Marissa, all we know about her is she is an MMA fighter and a grappler. So I take pretty much a very similar version to Luke, but instead of being more in your face, beat the shit out of you, she's gonna be in your face, grab the shit out of you. Pretty cool. Nice to see a new grappler enter the game, and yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. Next up we have Mimi, which is the French character and said to be a female version of Abel. There's not much other than that, but a female version of Abel. Next up we have Lily, who might have a relation to T-Hawk, and if she does, I take will play very similarly. After that we have JP, who is a gangster looking guy in an orange suit. I take he's going to be the new big bad as he uses psycho power like Bison. And finally we have Aki, who is a Chinese assassin and a poison user like Fang. So that's also super exciting. Fang was a unique character to me who I never got into, but it's going to be fun to see people come up with shenanigans with her. Alright, and that's it. That is the 10 things you've missed from Street Fighter 6 so far. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching all the way through the video. But don't forget to smash the like button, sub to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. I appreciate you all. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Peace.